So welcome back to another video here in Pennsylvania and to another video in our series on the Union Canal. And as you know, we're kind of on the branch canal. We've been doing the branch canal for some time. Of course, the Union Canal went from Reading over in Berks County up through Lebanon summit level and all the way down just south of Harrisburg to the Susquehanna River. And the branch canal went north from a place called Union Waterworks just west of Lebanon. And we've been following that for a while. And in today's video, we're going to reach the northern terminus of the branch canal. We're not going to be entirely done with the branch canal yet. I'll explain that later in the video. We have a few things to do yet with that. But I also have some other things to do in this video. I'm going to place a channel sticker / button out here today, probably up in Pine Grove at what's called Canal Park. And I have some pictures to catch up on with you. You know, I show pictures of people who found some previous items I placed out. I think I have like 4 I got to catch up on with that. And then I'm going to talk about what the future plans are for this series. Like I said, I do have a few things to do with the branch canal yet, but I'm eager to get back to the main line canal, and I've been preparing for that again. Been sending out permissions, trying to get, private landowners to let me on their property so we can film the canal and some of those locks. But we'll talk about that later in the video. But in this episode, we're going to pick up where we left off last time. I think we ended that video at the Fish and Game Association there, Pine Grove Fish and Game Association. We did that one section of private property I got permission for. We got to where Lock 1 used to be. That's where those purple rocks are at the intersection Route 645 and 443, just west of Pine Grove. So we're going to pick it up from there. I actually filmed a short section of that area about a week or so ago when I did the other video. My permission to park there at the Fish and Game Club was kind of like a one-day thing, so I went ahead and did some other filming there for this episode as well. So I might look a little different than what I'm wearing in today's video. Maybe we're gonna pick up from that spot, start heading towards into Pine Grove, where the Union Canal ended, the branch canal. So there's a lot of cars going by right here. All right, let's get going. Yeah, and here we are back at the intersection of Route 645 and Route 443. Of course, last section we came up all the way from that way up through here. Of course, remember, lock number 1 is, from what I remember in my research, was just down there. Here's the Purple Rock House. Just down there is lock number 1. But in this episode, we're going to continue on. Of course, this property here belongs to the Pine Grove Fish and Game Association, which is right up there. I have permission to be here today. And right here, the canal continues on their property up through this way. So we're just going to walk a little ways up here and follow it. It gets obliterated farther up, but let's just walk along this section since it's here. Kind of overgrown. Probably filled in just a little bit from the highway up there. Yeah, these days it's just more of a drainage ditch. I do get the feeling that it was, like I said, was affected quite a bit by the highway, but there's not even a towpath trail along here either. And I believe, yeah, their building here actually, some of their parking up there kind of obliterated the canal right here. So we're gonna make our way to the other side and see what's on the other side. Part of this section we're gonna have to drive. There's not much left of the canal up through here until we get to the park up here ahead. And then on the other side of their building, the canal, at least what's left of it, kind of picks up again. Yeah, so right up there, 645. There's their building, and then the canal kind of picks up right along the road. I don't believe I have permission for this property. I don't think it belongs to them, so we're gonna hop in Naomi and keep on filming. All right, so we're making our way down 443. Just off to our right is where the canal was. We're gonna turn right up here onto what's called Peach Street, I believe. Maybe just past these buildings up here. And we'll be behind what's called Gunkel's Cemetery. This is Peach Street. Yeah, this is. All right. We filmed at Gunkel's Cemetery before. Kind of a cool little spot. Might explore back here in the woods a little bit too. I think I'm just gonna quick park over here by the cemetery. All right, so over there is Gunkel's Cemetery, because there are a number of Revolutionary War veterans. I think some of the first settlers in the area are buried there, if I remember correctly. Over here is Pine Grove. And back here is where the canal came through. Not sure what's back here. I think they dump a lot of like waste back here, yard waste and stuff. Yeah, because on the terrain feature on Google Maps, this whole area was just completely altered. This is not actually the canal right here, but I just wanted to take a look back here. I don't think there's any. I mean, the canal could be further that way too, but we'll see. All right, let's just take a quick look up here. Actually, you know, it is kind of swampy through there, so it's possible, but I'm not sure if it's here or closer to the Swatara Creek up that way. You can see a lot of fill is brought in here. That's like some pavement and concrete and stuff, so it's just been obliterated through here. There are some buildings on the other side there that are that belong to the township, so we'll just take a look up there. Yeah, there's really nothing to see up here. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Yeah, it's totally changed. I keep wanting to say the Tolpahawken Creek, but the Swatara Creek is just right over there, so things have changed through here. All right, let's let this area go. So we're gonna head up now to Canal Park, which is the terminus for the branch canal. So I just wanted to quick stop and check in there, since that is township property. It's not too often we get a piece of public land that I could actually check on without permission, but there's nothing back there. I didn't think there would be, but somebody's got to check. So you'll come drive along with me a little bit. We're gonna head up to, I think it's Canal Street up here, appropriately named, and then we're gonna head into Canal Park. I think I'll park at the far end, and we'll probably take a little walk around the lake a little bit. I gotta find a place to put the channel button. I think I brought them with. Gotta double check that, because I got some pictures to share with you, and then I'll find a place to sit and talk about what the future plans are for this series and what I got in store. All right, so we'll continue down Peach Street, which is just kind of like a back alley here. But just up ahead should be Canal Street. Once again, the canal would have been on our right, probably back behind these houses a ways. All right, so I think, yeah, like I said, I think this is Canal Street. Oh, cool! Check it out. There is like a. What is this right here? I wonder what that is, actually. Let's just quick take a look. Yeah, so I just saw this there. We got Naomi parked right there. I wonder if this is railroad related. I bet it is, because the railroad came through here too. That looks more like an abutment of sorts. I'm not sure, but Canal Park is just right there. You got some of the monuments for it and stuff, so that's where we're headed. But like I said, I'll probably park on the far end. I'm still curious about this feature. I'm gonna guess it's something railroad related. If you know differently, you can let me know. I don't think it's canal related though. All right, let's get to the park. Okay, so I was hoping to go in that way, but it's a do not enter, so it's like a one-way. Turn in here. Yeah, they got like tanks and stuff here honoring some more memorial monuments. So at this point, the canal would be on our left. You can see the lake up there. That's where this is the terminus. It's like a basin of water for the canal. Get a better view of it. Yeah, over there. Veterans Memorial Park. I think on maps it's just called Canal Park. It's a pretty large lake, but this is where the canal boats would come in. This is the terminus. All right, let's find a place to park up here and get a better look. All right, getting a closer look at the park here, the lake. Got some geese up here, some little ones. Do a quick zoom in on them a bit. Got the whole family out today. It's a beautiful day. It's always cute to see that. Alright, we'll try not to disturb them too much. Yeah, there are some interesting features out here. You can see that on the other side. There's like a stone wall on the other side over there. Got a lot of geese out here. Alright, I'm going to zoom in on that wall over there. My friend John was here some time ago, and he had mentioned that to me. We have kind of a theory about that. There you go, you can kind of see it better out there. Definitely old looking. It's not something new that they put here just for the park. But you can see some parts are completely gone and it picks up again. Kids all the way down there. So more than likely that was like the dock or the wharf. We're thinking these lake levels were higher at one point. And that was built for the Union Canal. That makes sense, like the water levels would go up to the top of that stone wall roughly. So that was our thoughts on that stone wall out there. That the lake, these lake levels were much higher. The canal would have come in from over there. That's where we came from. Would have come into the lake. This is like a giant like reservoir. Because here in Pine Grove is where they would load the coal onto the canal boats. It would head south towards the main line canal. Because that's one of the main things that this branch canal was used for, was to haul coal from Schuylkill County, make its way down to the more metropolitan areas. Once it got down to the main line canal, it could go to Philadelphia or to Harrisburg, to other areas. This is coal area up here. They would bring it here, load it up on, bring it to the docks, load it up on the canals, and they would head out. Hey, but if you're from the area and you know better about what that stone wall is, go and let us know in the comments, but that's kind of what we're guessing. And there were also other reservoirs to the east of here. Over by Sweet Arrow Lake was another dam, sometimes we're called the Big Dam. Of course, there was the Big Dam over in Sotar State Park, but that one's also called the Burger Dam. Of course, there were a number of reservoirs up that way. Because remember, the branch canal was also called the feeder canal. It helped supply water to the summit level of the canal, which was known to be very leaky. But in that big flood of 1862, which we're going to make a video of in the future, because that broke the big dam over in Sotar State Park, but also broke the dam up this way. It was kind of like a cascading thing. There's a new dam at Sweet Arrow Lake right now, but the old one was from the Union Canal era. Alright, so I found a place to put the next channel button / channel sticker. Up that way is the pool area. Naomi is parked up there. Up there's that stone wall. And right here is a pavilion. I think it's honoring some of the military veterans. It got all the branches of the military down here. A little bench. Let's see what the sign says up in here. Yeah. Alright, I think a lot of people, all the trees planted here are in memory of these folks. Alright. But here on the edge, let me back out of here. Right down in here, there's a little hole with a bunch of leaves in it. We're going to place the button down in there. So this is what it looks like. It's one of these. Get outside and wander. This is number 88. There you go, folks. So we're going to get it down in there and cover it back up with leaves again. Alright, so I'm not sure who dug this hole. Some critter, but we're going to use it. It doesn't go too deep, but we're going to place this down in here. Cover it up nicely with leaves. Hopefully it'll stay there. But you know the drill by now though. If you're the person that comes and finds this channel button, if you could let me know, send me a message, and also send me a picture of yourself finding it. That way I can share it in a future video, just like I am today with some other folks who have found things in the past. So the first one I'm going to share is number 82. It was one that I thought no one was going to find because I hadn't heard from anybody for a while. It was the one I placed at Sadsbury Park in, I believe it was in Chester County. That was the one I placed some of the a little bag of black licorice with. I put it under that one rock, and I wasn't sure if like the mice would find it. If someone did find it, his name is Dan. Looking at my notes down there. He just didn't send me the message right away, but that's fine. But he said that the black licorice bag was perfect shape, and the mice hadn't found it or anything. So I'm not sure if he ate it though, but that was cool to find that someone did find it, and that the black licorice did not get eaten by the mice. So I'll go ahead and share his picture next here. Then the next one I had placed was at Big Elk Creek State Park, one of the new state parks in Pennsylvania. That's also in Chester County, almost right on the Maryland border. I have the name here. Sarah is the one that sent me the message, but it was her husband who was the one that found it. I think they were together. That was when I placed right in that fireplace area, one of those ruins. He sent me a picture of it. He said he put it back where he found it, so someone else could find it if they wanted it. But I didn't hear from anybody else that went looking for it, so it's possible it's still there if you want it. That was number 85. I believe that's what he told me. I could be wrong, but I think he's the one that told me that. He got it, took a picture of himself, and kind of put it back in that little nook in the fireplace where I'd put it. So I'll go ahead and share his picture next then. And then number 86 was the one I had placed at Parr's Mill Covered Bridge up in Columbia County. That one created just a little bit of controversy. I don't think anyone intended for it to be that way, but I did get a message from someone. They went to go get, it was one of those channel buttons, and there was a baggie there, but it didn't have my button in it. It had someone else's channel sticker, and they were kind of confused at first, kind of disappointed too. But someone else had got there first, and it was on their YouTube channel, and they replaced it with one of their stickers. I think they meant well, but some people got a little. Anyway, it's all good, I think. But that couple they're called PA. I'm just checking my notes. PA Outdoors Couple. I'll put their name down here below. They have their own channel, and they're placing their own stickers and mugs out like that. So they found mine. They thought they'd put one of theirs there. But I mean, in the end, it was okay. I don't think anybody meant anything bad about it. But anyway, I'll go share their picture next. But in the future, if you are going to do something like that, maybe send me a message, letting me know that that's what you did, so that way I can kind of let other people know that that's what they might find. Because I can understand the disappointment of the folks. I mean, it is a first come, first serve. You get there first, it is yours. But I guess to get there and see the little baggie and think you got it, and it's not mine, it's someone else's, anyway, could take it the wrong way. So anyway, but in the future, if you're going to do something like that, maybe just let me know, so I can let other folks know what's going on. But anyway, it's all good. You can go ahead and check out their channel. They go to a lot of places up there in Columbia County, that area. So, all right, I gotta share the picture next. I think it's just the dude. I forget I don't think I know your name, but I'll show the picture. And then number 87 was the T-shirt. I think that's only the second T-shirt I placed out, but Lewis found that. He has his own channel, Simply Explo Venturing with Lewis, and you'll be seeing him in a little bit. I think next week I'll be filming with him and several other YouTubers, Topo Ranger and Hiker Dude Dad, so you'll get to see him in one of my videos. But he got there first. That was the one I placed at the Shank Trail at Chickies Rock County Parks. He got the T-shirt. So I'll put a picture of him up finding it. I'll have his channel down below here too. But once again, here is a little pavilion. That's kind of where I was sitting there. Of course, down there in the corner is where the number 88 channel button is. Let's continue walking down a little ways. It's a beautiful day. Today is Friday, April 14th. It's like 85 degrees out here today. It's not like it's like a dry heat, so it's not like that super muggy summer heat. But I think in a little bit the Sotara Creek is right down there. I might find a spot down there to. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what the future plans for the Union Canal series is. So I might find a place down there to sit and talk. But let's just go up here a little bit more. Yeah, I got the trees blooming. I think these are the trees that were mentioned in the pavilion there. Certain people have planted these trees in honor of the different war veterans. Just don't see any signage here telling you about the Union Canal itself or this lake's relationship to that. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Part of me thinks there should be, but it's okay. All right, let's head down to the creek. Actually, a little more privacy down here. It's kind of a trail. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to find a little spot down here to chat with you a bit about what's coming up. Got some more permissions and things like that. So, kind of a nice spot down here, actually. I do hear voices down here, so maybe I'm not alone. And unfortunately, you can see a little bit of that orange staining. That's from that abandoned mine drainage. We were talking about the coal earlier in this video. A lot of water from the coal mines drains into the Swatara Creek. So up this way, parts of it are polluted. So I was right about the voices. There are some kids swimming down there. Swimming in April, but like I said, it's pretty warm today. Alright, so we'll just have to sit up here somewhere. I don't want to disturb them. Some creepy dude walking up with a camera while you're swimming in the creek. Not a good idea. Alright, so the future plans. So this is the northern terminus of the branch canal, although we're not fully done with the branch canal. We have some unfinished business, and I did just get a new permission for a certain spot, which I'm excited about. It's an area, well, we tried doing in the past, but we ran into a posted situation, no trespassing sign, but that's been remedied. I'll talk about that later, though. Yeah, we'll talk about the branch canal in a moment, but I am eager to get back to the main line canal, because like we're done with the east section of the east division. Not that there won't be anything new to discover that I could film along that section. You know, the section that went from Redding and Berks County up towards Lebanon and Lebanon County at Summit level, and then we started making our way, you know, west to Union Waterworks, where we split up, you know, the branch canal. There in Union Waterworks, I don't think there's a whole lot to film there. Locks 17 and 18 were there, but they look to be completely destroyed as far as I can tell. There was a guard lock there too, but I was told that was recently destroyed. I think I mentioned that in a previous video too. But yeah, I'm working on permissions. I've sent out, I don't know, 10, 12 letters already for folks west of Union Waterworks. I'm working on those permissions. The one, lock number 19, I should be able to get to, even if I don't get permission for the property next to it. I think it's on township property there. I would just have to kayak across the creek, but there's like a little what do you call it, like a kayak or canoe put-in spot right there, so we should be able to get to 19. But anyway, I'm working on those. There's some awesome remains of an aqueduct on that section. I mean, just the ruins of it. You can kind of see where the piers were. So, looking forward to getting to that section. We'll probably maybe kayak out to that one. We'll see. But it depends if we get permissions for on either side. So I am working on the mainline canal again. You know, through the rest of Lebanon County. Dauphin County, I've been probing, you know, research-wise into that. That's proving to be a little bit frustrating, just with the old maps. The ones I had for Berks and Lebanon counties actually showed the Union Canal and where the individual locks were, which is extremely helpful. But I'm having trouble finding one in Dauphin County that's showing where the locks are. It's showing where the lock keepers' houses were, but not where the locks. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, but not. I'll explain that in a moment. That can be kind of confusing, though. Because I am having a little bit of trouble finding where all the locks were in Dauphin County. I'm up to lock number 34. So my research shows that there were lock 34 west, I should say, the western part of the mainline canal, not the eastern part. The eastern part had up to 54 locks, I believe. The western division was supposed to have 39 locks. I'm up to 34. I think I kind of know where the others were, because once you get down to Middletown, along the Susquehanna River, I think there's a number of locks there. Just trying to find a map that will show where they are. Yeah, back to the lock tender's house. There was one of those at each lock, so you could operate the locks. But sometimes there were several locks at each house, depending on the situation. Like there's one in Swatara State Park, there were 4 locks and just one lock tender's house. So anyway, I would prefer a map that showed where the locks are, because I don't know where lock 31 is either. The old maps don't show it, and I did find a slightly newer map, the Swatara Creek Water Trail, which shows where some of the locks are, but nobody has lock 31, so I don't know where that one is. And then, of course, 35 to 39, I'm not so sure about either, but we're working on it. That's cool. We got quite a ways till we get to those, but that's what I'm working on. But back to the branch canal. Yeah, we just did lock 10 recently. I got permission for that. Oh, and we did do that one short section of the mainline canal, which I got permission a little bit late. Someone I wrote to early in the summer, but we did see lock 12 west on the main line. But the lock 10 was on the branch canal. Those folks let me see that one. That was in beautiful condition. But yeah, if you remember that one video where north of Jonestown, where we encountered that no trespassing sign, but it was on township land or county land, and I was kind of confused about it. But someone gave me a phone number to call. Well, I texted them, and they had in their one board meeting they talked about, and they gave me permission to explore beyond that posted sign for quite a while. There's quite a section up there I can explore, so that's pretty awesome actually. So I'm going to do that soon. There might be a lock house up that way, or one that was kind of a lock house but had additions made to it, and we may be able to come up to what's lock 13 on the branch canal. No, lock 14, not 13. So we'll see. And I believe there's a dam in that area too called Finnegan's Dam. Maybe it was Finnegan's or maybe it was another dam, but lock 13 would be on the other side of the creek. I was planning on getting to those by kayaking, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Because I was planning on kayaking down from the Lickdale area to locks 12, 13, and 14. But we'll see. If we can get to where lock 14 is in that video, we'll see if there's anything left. Lock 13 was on the other side of the creek, so I'm not sure about that. But we'll see. Either way, I'll probably still try to kayak down to lock 12, see if there's anything left of that we can find. And lock 11, I haven't heard from those folks, but we might take a peek for it. We'll see, because the property lines are a little bit confusing too, but we'll take a poke, maybe see if anything's there. If we encounter posted signs, we'll just let it go. But anyway, so we're still working on the branch canal. And there was also quite a few sections of the branch canal that I just kind of skipped over. They didn't have any locks in them for a while. Looking back, I'm kind of regretting that now, so we'll see. I might just work on sending those people permissions to, see what they say. Because I know there was the mystery of whether there was a lock 15 on the branch canal or not. The old maps don't show it, but there was a newer map that said there was a lock there, so that's still in my mind, wondering about that. So once we get back to the mainline canal, I'll probably every now and then do a section of the branch canal too. Of course, at the beginning of each video, I'll explain where I am, so hopefully it doesn't get too confusing. So anyway, I'm looking forward to where it's going. We've come a long way already, and we've got the whole Eastern Division done, which is, I mean, it just kind of blows my mind a little bit. A lot of work went into it, but it's been rewarding. I mean, there's been disappointments too. We haven't gotten to see everything we would like to see, but it's been a challenge. And this section in the Western Division is going to prove to be a challenge as well. Because there's some sections we can kayak, but it's just every spot has its own challenges and rewards. Anyway, folks, I'm yapped for too much now, so let's start heading back. And once again, there's the lake. There's the pavilion where the number 88 is hidden. There's that interesting stone wall. You got a picture back in the, of course remember the branch canal ended in 1862 because of that flood, but imagine the 1830s, the 40s and 50s, it would have looked a lot different, much more industrial. There were probably like warehouses and stuff all along the top up there, loading coal and stuff, all kinds of canal barges in here. Probably not very green looking, probably kind of nasty in a way. Very industrial looking, but now it's kind of a nice spot. I think there's some turtles over there. Let's quick zoom in on those. Let's see if I can. Is there turtles there? I believe we have turtles. Yeah, there's one. Is there one over here? Yeah, little one. Hey guys. And I forgot to mention as well, I am doing that video on the big flood of 1862 that destroyed the branch canal. I'll probably be doing that with my friend John, the hometown historian. Now that I'm done with this video, I gotta set up a day with him to work on that. That should be a fun video. Say farewell to the geese. Not sure where that family went. The little ones, they kind of disappeared. Maybe they're up here. Yeah, but right here it is, the terminus of the branch canal. Northern terminus. Southern terminus would be at Union Waterworks. Now we found the family again. The little ones are just down there. But that'll be it for today then, folks. Got an angry goose out there. So farewell from the northern terminus of the branch canal along the Union Canal. All right, we'll see you on the next one, folks.